Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Stoneblock 2. As you can see, I did a tiny bit of work in between episodes and we have all of our void miners nice and assembled, so let's go check it out. So we set our nether stars to be 1,000 and we currently used quite a bit of them, so they're coming up to another 1,000 again. It is kind of slow what we're producing nether stars at, so we can easily just increase the number up here, or over here at least. We can say, let's say 10,000 nether stars. That should be good. So that's gonna run for a while. And soul sand is definitely not a problem. We have 100,000 of it. And it keeps on making more, so we're not really using that much because we're spawning a wither every like 12 or so seconds. So that's pretty cool. All right, here, as you can see, all of the ores are kind of stuck, and that is because I want to keep all of the ores out of the drawers. So in here, we had a few drawers for the ores, and I have since removed those, and we have them over here. These four are gonna get processed in a different type of way than any of these other ones. These I'm gonna sag mill just right off the bat. So in here, we have a little bit of a drawer controller. This exporter is not doing anything right now, and we don't necessarily need applied energistics here, I don't think. I mean, we can just extract with a conduit and go underneath the floor here out of these drawers if we set up a drawer controller here on the bottom. And that should be a nice way of just transporting everything that needs to be smelted to its corresponding location. So we're going to do an extract and an insert, and then we're going to give you, let's say, 7 speed upgrades. So that should clean out a little bit of the ores. There we go. It's kind of okay-ish at getting this processed. It's missing like platinum and redstone, which we don't have stored just yet. So we're getting nickel. Cinnabar is one thing that we're also not processing just yet. Redstone, iridium, nickel, platinum, and cinnabar. And aethium crystals need to go into the drawer right over here. There we go. Okay, so ore processing. We can kind of start running these, but I don't know if I want to wait until we get the stellar alloy, as I said, to get the stellar alloy grinding balls, because that's going to increase the yield. And I have all of these upgraded, so it doesn't really matter that much. One thing that we can do for the moment, it is going to be very ugly, but we are going to deal with it. I'm going to put a trim right there, and then we're going to put, do you have upgrades? Yeah. Then we're just going to take this, put you like so. There you go. Now you can see probably all of those. Will you clean out the redstone and stuff? You are. Okay, sweet. All right, so the next part is the smelting process, and I just want to use alloy smelters, nothing really too fancy. I'm going to set all of them to furnace mode, even though they really won't be able to make any alloys, but just to be safe, if something else manages to get in there somehow, we will be fine that way. They're all equipped with octadic capacitors for the moment, and that should work out nicely. So we have to deal with the nether quartz dust, which we can probably just extract from this sag mill, because we have a conduit in the back here on extract red, and that is going to here, which has a filter with all of the byproducts that, or the blocky byproducts that all of this processing makes. So what we can do is we can add another conduit, for example, just here, and say insert red, and that is gonna extract out of the sag mill, because it won't be able to put nether quartz in here because it's gonna have nether quartz that is right over here, I believe. We're gonna snag that, and we're gonna put it right down here. And then we're gonna just flippy doodle it around. There we go. We can store the nether quartz. But basically, the nether quartz dust is gonna disappear. And you kind of probably won't even see it. Maybe we will. But it is gonna end up right in here, I think. So that should be pretty cool. Okay, so I gotta get this hooked up, which is gonna happen probably easily enough if I just move this drawer controller over to here. And then we can grab a conduit. And we can go from here. This is kind of the ceiling, so we're just gonna break into here a little bit. And we can go up above and over to this area. There we go. And we can probably just put a drawer controller here or somewhere here, and then just some trim going from this guy to this guy. And we can put a drawer controller right here, and that can be moved over to here if we're gonna have some stuff in drawers as well for processing, because we have these 5 more items to process, and they're gonna be processed in a little bit of a different way with a bit more machines. So I'm gonna see how that's gonna run, but we can just grab a conduit and go like so, and then we can take this drawer controller, put you right here, grab the sender chest, and we're gonna smack you right there. We're gonna say extract always active. So that should start cleaning out the ores and cleaning out this chest. Wonderful. If we set up an insert, and then we can extract on green. It doesn't really matter. Actually, we're gonna do an extract on red, insert on red. So we can extract on green. So that should be fine. So nothing goes into the wrong drawers, but we should be seeing stuff being extracted into here as soon as we give this an insert, which it does have. It's seeing everything. Whoops. Hello. Are you not able to extract? Oh, I need to extract from the bottom part. Right. So drawer controller, you're gonna go back here. This guy is gonna come back here like it was before, because I'm a dum-dum and we don't need to extract ores. We need to extract the products. So we're gonna go drawer controller. I'm gonna place you here. And we can go like so. We have an extract on red. Let's just do extract on green. And then we need the trim. Okay. Trim. Bam, bam. Trash can. You're in the way. Fine. Conduit. I have a solution. And we're gonna put you here. We're gonna say insert on red. So anything that can be extracted from these, because these will change to compacting drawers, will be extracted. Nice. Are we getting stuff here? We are. There's aluminums. Nice. Can I give you, let's say, just some speed upgrades? And 15 should be good, because then it's going to extract a stack at a time. And currently we're not processing anything, so it should be fine. But I'm going to slowly start moving the drawers from here, because these are all of our processed materials. And we're going to move them over to these alloy smelters and to some of the sag mills over here where we need compacting drawers. And we should start getting everything looking nice and neat. And I think next I'm going to tackle the whole popped quartz shebang, so we can start getting melodic alloy, so we can start getting more stellar alloy, so we can start getting stellar alloy grinding balls. All the drawers have been moved. They're currently in weird spots. Some of them are in their corresponding correct spots where they need to be, but some of them are just over here in the back, hidden behind everybody's eyes, and we just won't talk about this. Okay, they're just there. Okay, so I need stellar alloy grinding balls. So for that, I set up a thingy back here. It's just a simple redstone furnace, exported chorus fruit, makes popped chorus fruit, gets extracted on magenta into this drawer. So we get popped chorus in here, and we store also end steel, I think. Why are you so low on end steel? We might be low on end stone? No. Yeah, end stone. Oh, we're not exporting dark steel. I see how it is. Dark steel, go. Because I didn't have pulverized coal, that's why I didn't do the thing. Okay, so we are getting stellar alloy. We are at 453 of it. And one thing that I can do to kind of save on stellar alloy a bit, I made a bunch of Z-Logic controllers, which we can turn into filters. And we're gonna need a total of, that's gonna be 1428 of these. So let's just get a couple stacks of paper. There we go. And just turn all of those into advanced item filters, as many as we can. 64, wonderful. And then how are we for comparators? We have 70. So we need 28, sorry, of these. There we go. And it's going to be easy setup because we can just do this. And let's say we want to keep 8 grinding balls each inside of here. So one thing that we are going to have to set up is an insert on these. So I'm going to grab my conduit probe. We're going to put the insert to be, let's say, something different, black. So we can do copy, and then we can just go around and paste it to everything, and then add the filter as well. I don't know if you copy this, does it add the filter as well? No, it does not. Okay, it just copies the setting. It doesn't automatically input you the filter. So that's wonderful. I'm just gonna do this one side just so we can get this done. So then I need some sort of way to store the grinding balls, which we can do so they're not on a drawer controller. We can put them right here in the corner. So we'll grab a regular drawer. We'll do an export bus down here. We're also gonna do a storage downgrade with the flinty bit. So we're going to do that. We're going to keep grinding balls in here. We're going to say extract on black round robin. We don't need self-feed. I'm going to disable it for the moment. So we're going to do that. We're going to grab a grinding ball, put you in here, and then we're going to say crafting card. And I don't think we're going to need acceleration cards. We might need just one just in the beginning to filter everything and fill everything up. So here we can grab stellar alloy like this. And that's going to be the stellar alloy grinding ball. So we have stellar alloy grinding balls now being crafted and exported. So we have a stack in here, and we can say extract always active. And we should see, if we remove flint from some of these, we should get stellar alloy grinding balls in all of these. So let me add the filters to the rest of them and see this thing fully in action. So I only decided to use stellar alloy grinding balls in places where we actually need it. We don't necessarily need it for all of these, but I decided to use it anyway. But for stuff, for example, like this, the bitumen, apparently this doesn't have upgrades. Hello, can you get some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Bam, bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you get this. There we go. You get also this. Actually, we don't need it on stuff that we're gonna process right away, but these two do need it anyway. We need a void upgrade here and possibly storage upgrades because I'm not gonna be processing the pulverized mana infused metal because that's not used for anything. Also, the cyanide dust, I don't really think we need to process for the moment at least. We can extract it into another spot at some point if we need to. What else did... You are also full because you're not on push. Go, push your items out. Clean it out. There you go. Wonderful. Sweet. So over here, for example, I'm using stellar alloy grinding balls because I need cinnabar to use that to process nickel ore and also I think iridium ore as well. I don't know if I can find it. There it is, to produce platinum ingots, because that's going to be a thing that's really nice. So we can get a load of cinnabar off of this. Not necessarily a load, but at least a little bit. And the rest we're going to get from processing redstone ore in a specific way to produce a bunch of cinnabar, because if you look at uses on the pulverizer, we have a 25% chance of getting cinnabar, and we have an augment. I believe it's this guy, the secondary output auxiliary sieve. It increases the chance of a secondary product. So we can just toss 4 of those on a couple of pulverizers to keep up with the redstone production, and then just process that, which is going to happen over here somewhere. But everything here is working nicely. We are producing all of the ores. You are also stuck because you are not on push mode. There we go. So that should be really cool. So I have the rest of the ore processing in place. We are taking redstone into pulverizers with auxiliary sieves, as I said before, and those are going to process everything except you're not exporting cinnabar. Yes. This, yellow, and probably this guy as well. Yep. Okay, so you need an extract on yellow. There we go. Okay. So the system is very convoluted and not entirely the way I would want it to, but it works and it's fine. So redstone gets processed. We store the redstone directly over here in the compacting drawer. Everything gets extracted out of the bottom, and the input is on the top on the machines with auto input enabled for this one, and the rest are just normally enabled because they have conduit go into them. So the cinnabar goes on the yellow channel on the back here and travels all around this cable, which is very convenient, by the way. And by convenient, I mean inconvenient. But it travels all the way over here, where we have cinnabar production from this guy every so often. So then we take that cinnabar on the blue channel, light blue, and then we travel all the way back, because that's convenient, and all the way back over to here, where we insert it into these two drawers, which have the storage base downgrade in them, so they can only store a stack. And then we take the platinum ore, the nickel ore, and the iridium ore, and we process that with cinnabar to produce iridium, nickel, and platinum. And in doing so, we produce for platinum, we triple the ore, first of all. And I think we're burning through cinnabar quite quickly. We might not be getting it fast enough from these pulverizers, but I think it's all right. We can grab some sheet metal of steel variety, and we can toss it like over here, here. There we go. That looks kind of okay. And then we can go over here as well. We're gonna need some facades. I'm gonna go make those off camera. But I think that's all the ore processing that we kind of need. We are processing nickel kind of twice, because we get pulverized nickel from the iron production, or iron processing at least. And we have the main nickel storage over here, and then we have just the secondary drawer over here. One thing that I haven't added, these are on a drawer controller. The redstone isn't, and also these aren't. So we can grab some trim, and we can just grab it from here, go like this, and then we're just gonna go around like this. That should take care of everything, and we should have everything on this drawer controller. Lovely. This drawer controller is inserting on the orange, which is doing, I think, the cinnabar, and I don't have conduits running over to there, so it's fine. We can just take this and do a slave, just so we don't cause any issues, but I think that should be everything connected and hooked up. Okay, so that is kind of a completed system, minus the facading over here. But everything, I think, gets processed properly. I think we're processing iron fast. We're probably producing it faster than we're smelting it, which is kind of one downside. And we could probably sort it by setting up another alloy smelter somewhere in the back. Maybe we put it like here. And then we would need to export the items if we do a conduit. I have item conduits. We would need... Yeah, we just need the smelting process. Yeah, that should be easy. We just need a not a conduit, a capacitor. And we can add you here. We can say on the back, do a pull. That should start smelting, and then we can just do 2 item conduits and go extract, insert. And this guy can be disabled. Lovely. So that should speed up at least a little bit of the iron processing and hopefully be fast enough. The copper and the tin, I think, is sort of keeping up. We're still processing the backlog of the iron, but everything else we processed. We have enough aethium now, plenty of it, to upgrade the void ore miners to the next tier, but I think that's going to wait for next episode. So I think this is a pretty cool system. 1 or 2 things that I want to actually show you. I changed my controller and it looks uglier, but it is more practical because I added some dense cables over before the P2P tunnels. And you can move P2P tunnels easily with cardboard boxes, so long as you face them in the same direction, because you can just do that, place it down, and then it's somewhere else, and it still retains all of its connections. So yeah, the Nether Star situation is pretty nice. We're at 1032 right now, and the skull situation is, I think it's rising. I don't know how much we had in the beginning, but it's all right. And the soul sand, we are pretty good. We might even be able to just remove one of these systems and just have one. I don't know if this one will keep up or if this one does, but they both work currently, and I kind of wanted to show you both. I might actually just get rid of this because this starts spreading mushrooms all over the place. I could place, I think I placed normally buttons. Yeah. And we can then go bam, 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 bam. Because this makes mushrooms go all over the place. So you can just prevent that by doing this. Would you spread mycelium? I think it will once we give it some lighting. But as you can see, the mushrooms grow back super duper fast with the mycelium. So that is a mushroomless thing. Can we grab just one mycelium? Just because I don't want to wait for this to spread. There we go. Instantly a mushroom. That's okay. Cool. So yeah, this is going to be it. We did super duper ore processing. We have void ore miners tier 5, which is really neat. So with that, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'm hoping you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. You can also subscribe to see new videos. You can support me on Patreon if you want. And I will see you all in the next episode. Have a great one. Bye-bye.